So let me ask you something real quick. You ever been in a deep wolf, your hair's thick, your waves barely visible, and you thinking, man, I just lost my waves. Or worse, I think I just messed my whole pattern up. If that's you, this video is exactly what you need. Because today I'm going to be breaking down how long you should actually wolf for 360 waves and how to do it without losing progress. First things first, wolfing is simply growing your hair out longer than normal so your waves can fully develop. That's it. It's not a cheat code, it's not optional, and it's not just letting your hair grow. Wolfing is where your pattern connects, your depth comes in, you fix your forks, and your crown tightens up. Brushing is obviously key, but wolfing is what actually builds elite waves. If you're cutting your hair every 2 to 3 weeks, you're resetting your progress every single time. Now let's answer the big question: how long you should actually wolf? And that depends on your hair type and your discipline. But here's a solid guideline. Beginners, if you're just starting out your wave journey, you should be wolfing for 4 to 6 weeks. Your hair is still learning its pattern, your angles are getting trained, and your scalp is still adjusting. Your focus is simply consistency, not length. If your waves are forming but not fully connected, then you should be wolfing for 6 to 8 weeks. This is where your pattern starts locking in. This is where your forks start breaking. And this is where your depth starts to come in. This is also where people begin to quit. Then we have the advanced wolf, 8 to 10 weeks. This is where elite waves are made, but only if you know how to manage your hair. Long wolves like this require real discipline. That's why sometimes during a wolf, you may be thinking that you're messing up your waves or you're losing progress. Let me tell you, waves didn't disappear. They got covered. Your hair's thicker, your curls are longer, you gotta manage it. Your waves didn't disappear, they're underneath. A lot of people run into problems because of these four things. During a wolf, they're not combing enough, they're not doing washing styles, using too much product. Well, five, the most important, they stop brushing. And that's why wolfing is hard, because your hair gets harder to manage, but you have to remember the key essentials during a wolf to maintaining a wolf. And then when you get used to it, it gets pretty easy. You just need to know how to maintain. You want to comb against the grain. When you're wolfing, you always want to comb before your session because your hair's matted and it's all knotted. You want to detangle it and keep it smooth. So before you go into your brush session, you want to comb and lift the hair. And then you want to get your brush session in with all three of your brushes. If you're starting or beginning to wolf and taking wave serious, by now you should have your three brushes: your soft brush, your medium brush, and your hard brush. You want to comb with the grain, follow your brush pattern, and then you want to go in with your hard brush, get a nice little session in, hard brush, medium brush, and then finish with your soft brush. But never forget to moisturize. That is another key thing during your wolfing phases. Got to keep that hair moisturized. You have to keep it manageable. You have to keep it soft. When I say moisturizer, I mean moisturizer, not pomade. A lot of people message me or leave comments saying they use pomade every day. Absolutely not. You don't need any products every day at that, but during a wolf, pomade is just for hold. That's all it's gonna do. Pomade doesn't moisturize. You need a moisturizer for moisturizer, and you can seal it in with a pomade. You know what I mean? But it's not pomade. To moisturize your scalp, you need a moisturizer that says moisturizer. I feel like a lot of people in the wave game got that confused, especially if they're beginner. It's all good. We all been there, but a moisturizer. All right. But use what you want, but just make sure you're moisturized first. Always moisturize before you brush. And the rule of thumb with that is if your waves feel soft, then you don't really need anything. If your waves feel dry or a little dull, then all right, maybe you need a little moisturizer. But that's it. I personally don't even use pomade like that. Maybe every once in a blue. Pomade is not something that's required or needed for real, for real. Depending on your texture, I'll say that. Compression, that's another thing, bro. During your wolfing seasons where your hair is growing, you gotta be compressing. If you thugging it or going days without your do-rag or falling asleep without the do-rag, that being able to manage it, you're gonna want to quit. You're gonna want to give up. You're gonna rush and get a cut maybe before it's time. You gotta be wearing your do-rag every night, man. Even if you don't want to wear it all day. I know there's some people that say they don't like wearing a do-rag all day. I recommend it if you can, and you should be for most activities. But like if you can't, all right, cool. That may not be realistic, but at least wear it while you're going to sleep. Every night that should be possible. You should be capable of doing that. Do rag every night before you go to sleep. When should you end your wolf? You should end your wolf before it becomes unmanageable. If you have a good grasp on it and your hair's laid, you're seeing them connections come in, you're seeing a shift during your wolf, but you still got a handle of it, if you get what I'm saying, before it gets too crazy, and it's probably time to end your wolf. You don't end your wolf when by the time you're over wolfing or you can't handle it anymore. That's not when it's time to end a wolf. It's right before it's gonna get to that point, if that makes sense. That's when you should always end your wolf. So you got a handle of it. You still brushing. You probably could go another extra couple weeks, but it's not necessary. That's when you should end your wolf. There's no reason to overwolf. It's not necessary to overwolf. Don't get caught up in it. Don't try it, especially early on in your journey, man. Wolf based on where you're at and keep up with that schedule, and you will be progressing on your 360 wave journey. Wolfing is uncomfortable, not gonna lie, but it's part of the process. But people be acting like you can't get shape ups or just lineups. You know what I'm saying? You can keep a clean wolf, yo. You don't gotta turn into a wolf. You feel me? Go get your shape ups. You can even get trims. Sometimes I just get a nice freehand trim, yo. You know what I'm saying? And just a lineup. You know what I mean? Retouch up my taper. You get what I'm saying? Like you can still look clean with a wolf, bro. You ain't gotta turn into a wolf. That's not what we saying. And I think that's another reason why people get overwhelmed with it, because you look walking around looking crazy, but you don't gotta look crazy. It's just the process of wolfing is tough, but you got it. I believe in you. Elite waves are not an accident. They're trained, they're built, they're earned. And wolfing is where the real work happens. Comment below and let me know if you're currently wolfing, if you're new to wolfing, anything that comes with wolfing, man. Let me know down below in the comments. And if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, subscribe if you're serious about your wave journey.